after Russian President Vladimir Putin moved forward with plans to invade Ukraine on Thursday, people in the Eastern European nation are facing a new reality of violence and uncertainty. Several months after leaving the Ukrainian Army, Yaroslav Vasylyuk tells people he's pausing his new career as a management consultant because he's been called to return to the armed forces of Ukraine and protect his country. The majority of the population in Ukraine did not believe in the intentions of Russia to invade, he says. Despite all the deep concerns in the US and EU, it looked like a political game, to force concessions from Ukraine. I did not believe Russia would attack. But I knew that the situation can change really fast. Explosions and airstrikes have been reported amid the evolving attack, with threats mounting against the capital, Kiev, a city with a population of 2.8 million people. At least 57 Ukrainians have been killed since the assault began, the country's officials said. In Kharkiv, the nation's second-largest city, CNN reporter Clarissa Ward spoke with one Ukrainian woman who was among hundreds of desperate people seeking protection in a subway station. It's like you wake up into a totally new reality at 5 a.m., and you find out that the world is no longer the safe place you imagined, she said. It's hard to believe that it's actually our neighbor doing this, the woman told CNN as she fought back tears, because we never really believed that our neighbor can just come and tell us what to do. We are an independent country, Ukraine. And we are not the same as Russians, and we don't want to be a part of Russia or any other country. It's very emotional. A video published by ABC News showed firefighters attempting to extinguish a blaze in Kyiv, a city located in eastern Ukraine, after it was hit by bombs. In the footage, an elderly woman warms herself with a blanket while sitting on a nearby playground bench just feet from the debris. Terrell Germain Starr, a senior reporter at the Root who is in Ukraine, shared a video of massive lines outside of gas stations as citizens prepared to flee the attacks. Anadovnya, who was in Kiev on Thursday, told ABC News, "Until the very last moment, I didn't believe it would happen. I just pushed away these thoughts," she said. "We have lost all faith." BBC's Eastern European correspondent Sarah Rainsford echoed that many Ukrainians are in disbelief that their country is under invasion. People were out on the streets last night in this city. They were waving the Ukrainian flag. They said this was their land. They were going nowhere, she said. This is what people have been expecting, they have been waiting for, but no one here can quite believe it's actually happening. In a tearful interview with CBS News, Ukrainian politician Hyna Yanchenko made a plea for international help. "Please save Ukraine, please save Ukraine," Yanchenko said. "Please save our people. Dozens of people, maybe hundreds of people, might be murdered tonight." Putin's aggression toward Ukraine has been widely condemned by the international community, including with economic sanctions and NATO troops massing in the region. He insists Ukraine has historic ties to Russia and he is acting in the interest of so-called peacekeeping. The prayers of the entire world are with the people of Ukraine tonight as they suffer an unprovoked and unjustified attack by Russian military forces, U.S. President Joe Biden said as the first steps toward invasion appeared to begin in force this week. In Russia, more than 850 people were arrested while protesting Putin's attack on Ukraine, Wall Street Journal reporter Matthew Luxmer said.